and welcome to Geeta's Cooking. Let's always spice up our life, shall we? Today's recipe is a mango rice, a raw mango rice it is. It's an easy one to make, very delicious. We'll get to it shortly, but before doing that, I just want to make a couple of points. Today's cooking is going to be slightly different. I just want all of you to use your eyes, nose and your hands when you're cooking. What does that mean? Eyes. Try and measure your ingredients by your eyes. You'll get into a good habit. This is how I was taught to cook by my mom. We didn't have measuring spoons or any fancy gadgets to do all that. Everything was hand based. It'll all be thrown into the pan, and that's how it was cooked. So by using your eyes you can do that. Nose, the smell. Once you start getting used to the smell of even a tempering, you will know what a tempering should be smelling like. If it's black, you know what it is like. The hand is usually very good by why you're using the hand. You can even feel it. That's how we used to mix a lot of stuff. That's why I say use your hand. Sometimes spoons are great, but when you're mixing a rice together or something like that, the hands are great for that. Nose, of course, the smell, and the eyes, as I said. The glaze, the ghee and everything else, when it goes, you already will know if something is cooked. That's why I'm going to get you all into that habit. Let's get into it. Let's start our cooking. Alright, let's start our cooking. Obviously we will need a raw mango. I've got a nice round big green mango here. We need to peel it. I like to peel my mango because with the skin on it can give you a bitter taste. So peeling and grating is the biggest process in this recipe. Once that is all peeled, I just have to grate it, cut it and grate it. I am doing it the old-fashioned way. Take my traditional grater out and do it. But if you've got fancy gadgets like food processors and all of that, you can do it that way as well. Don't grate it too fine, because when you mix it in the rice, then you would hardly see any mango. Once this is grated, pretty much we then have to mix our ingredients together. We get our oil in. I am using, you can use any oil. The one I am using is a groundnut oil. Olive oil, as I've said, try not to use that. We start our tempering with mustard seeds. That's about a teaspoon there, and some Urad Dal, and then followed by Chana Dal. That's our usual tempering ingredients. Really, there's nothing complicated about this. One thing I am adding in is a handful of cashews here. Some people do get peanuts as well. If any of you are allergic to any of the nuts, you can leave them out. Getting the cashews, give it a nice roast. Again, as I said, use your eyes. You will know. If it's going to burn, then it turns black, so obviously you will know by using your eyes. That's when you know it's ready. And our curry leaves goes in. I'm also adding some green chilies and red chili together today. Reason being, they give a different level of heat. When I say heat, as in not the temperature but the flavor in it. In goes the mango. Mango doesn't have to be cooked for too long. You pretty much toss it in there and give it a stir, and all you're going to then do is just to add some turmeric powder to it. Turmeric powder just gives a nice color, and Indian cooking doesn't happen without turmeric powder in it. Salt, add to your taste. Again, you know how much salt you'd want, so just put that in. You will need a little bit more extra for when you're putting it in this gravy, because there's going to be some rice. Hing, a pinch of hing will always come in nice with South Indian recipes and the flavor. Give it a mix. As I said, you don't have to cook it for too long. Then your rice is pretty much ready to be added in. In goes the rice. Again, even though I said 2 cups of cooked rice. You don't have to throw in all your cooked rice. You have to gauge your rice and see how much rice is required. That's for all the mixed rices. I've always mentioned this to you. Add as much as you want. If you want more gravy in it, just add little rice. If you want more rice and less gravy and you don't like too hot or too sour or anything like that, you adjust it accordingly. As you can see, it's basically I just gauge your rice and do things as you would want your food to taste. And once that's done, mix it. Technically this is mixed with your hand, but since it's on the stove, I wouldn't recommend you guys to do this. The experts would know how to do all of this stuff. They would know how to mix it. My mom would easily mix this with her hand. Now this is when you add your ghee. The ghee will give a nice glaze and also a nice flavor. Once you add your ghee, immediately you will notice there will be a glaze on your food, and that's how you know it's all nice and ready to be served up. Finish it off with your coriander leaves, garnish it nicely, give it a mix, and then pretty much it's ready to be plated up. Get it in your bowl. I've used, make sure you just use a nice sour mango and a hard one. Don't use ripe mangoes and it will be a sweet mango rice. That's it guys. Enjoy and bye for now. There you are, a delicious green raw mango rice ready to be served. As you can see, it's not that hard. It's just the initial bit of getting it all grated. It takes a bit of a time, but that's about it. Try to get them in the season. Summer is now, and this is when you find them usually in Australia here. Get them in the season and try this one. We actually did have this a couple of weeks ago in a house party at my place. People loved it, so I'm sure you'll all love it as well. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think, and I'm very happy eating, everyone. Thanks and bye for now.